Hello dear friends subscribers, once again this YouTube broadcast conked out. I had already made a very good report on this match between South Africa and New Zealand, which was going to be the first semi-finals. I made a very detailed report of 15 minutes, but unfortunately it conked out. So once again I'm coming back to you. My determination is absolutely splendid here, and I want to once again go the whole hog. Let's start off. As I said, today is going to be the first semi-finals of the World Cup, ICC Cricket World Cup 2015. The clash is going to be between South Africa and New Zealand. Yes, I'm going to be a bit brief here because, as I said, I made a 12 to 13 minutes broadcast, but unfortunately something happened and the video didn't go through. So once again I'm coming back. Probably it is a summary, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it. So it's going to be a bit brief. So please bear with me, dear friends subscribers. Well, dear friends subscribers, as I said, today is going to be the semi-finals of the ICC Cricket World Cup 2015. The clash is going to be between South Africa and New Zealand. South Africa, as you normally know, are known as chokers. Whether they can actually, shake off the tag of chokers and go the whole hog today and defeat New Zealand and go into the finals. Because, as I said, this team, irrespective of whoever wins, one thing is for sure: whichever team wins would be walking into the finals of a World Cup for the first time in their history, and what a proud moment that would be. But for that, the contest is on the cards here today at Eden Park in Auckland. Now, as far as New Zealand is concerned, as you know, they are the co-hosts of the tournament. They are absolutely, I would say, they are right now I would say they are fire and brimstone right now. South Africa would be, as I said, they would also be, they would have done their homework on the New Zealanders. So New Zealand would have done the same on the South Africans, and probably New Zealand would have the edge, being the co-hosts of the tournament. What a contest that is going to be. Now, one thing, let's talk about the co-host New Zealand here. As far as the co-host New Zealand are concerned, Martin Guptill is in red hot form. Now he holds the record for the highest individual score in World Cup history, and he and Brendan McCullum. Now, as I said, for the opposition, the first thing would have been that they probably had only Brendan McCullum in mind, but now South Africa have to see to it that they have two persons there as the opening combination, Martin Guptill and Brendan McCullum, and they could really hurt them badly. And they would be, South Africa would be hoping that their pace combination of Dale Steyn, whether Vernon Philander is playing today, one does not know, Morne Morkel, well, the only thing is that Vernon Philander will be an all-rounder, but the problem is that Kyle Abbott doesn't have much batting capabilities. So I'm prompted to think that Vernon Philander should be the person who should be playing, because he'll be playing as an all-rounder. And you know, as far as New Zealand are concerned, it's better to strengthen the team with a lot of people who are all-rounders, which will really help them, according to me. So Martin Guptill and Brendan McCullum will form a very formidable opening combination. And then Kane Williamson's classic batting would come to the fore as usual. Ross Taylor has already shown he's in some good nick. Grant Elliott has been in some great nick, no doubt. I mean, Grant Elliott has been, whatever opportunities he has been getting, he has been showing he's in good nick. Corey Anderson, you know, he can tear the leather of the ball, and he's a wonderful player to watch, and he's a pretty dangerous customer. Luke Ronchi has already showed his wicket-keeping skills are superb behind the sticks, and also he's a very good batsman. He can also hit the ball pretty well. And Daniel Vettori has shown age has not withered his reflexes, as he showed the other day when he picked up that stunner of a catch there at the fence, when he plucked his hand and picked up the ball from thin air when Marlon Samuels was the batsman, which left Marlon Samuels absolutely stunned. And then the bowling combination, we all know, is the pace combination. It's a world pace combination of Tim Southee and Trent Boult, who has been doing all the damage to the opposition, and they are the ones who would be really starting it on. And you know what type of bowling they do. That is absolutely top drawer stuff from them, and they are the ones who South Africa would be wary about, as Tim Southee and Trent Boult would be hoping they could give a pretty good breakthrough for them pretty early in the piece. And Trent Boult is going to another important record, and that would be, as you would know, there was a bowler by the name Jeff Allett, as you would remember. He played in the 1999 semi-finals, if I'm not wrong, but he is the one who actually has taken the maximum number of wickets by a New Zealander in World Cup history. I reckon it was 18 or 19, I'm not so sure, but Trent Boult is the one who would be going past that record and he would be displacing Jeff Allett from the record books in World Cup history. Also remember, as far as now for New Zealand, there is another problem. In fact, I feel very sorry for them because Adam Min, who has been bowling at 150 clicks, has been really ramping up the pace in this World Cup, and he can really harry the batsman. Is unfortunately not available. He's out of the World Cup due to injury. His place is going to be taken by Matt Henry. But I would be prompted to think that Kyle Mills, who has been actually warming the bench there, is the prime candidate. Because the reason being, it's a big match, it's a semi-finals, and Kyle Mills has all the experience. And not only that, he also has the batting prowess. So I'm prompted to think that we are going to see today Tim Sally trend bowled and Kyle Mills bowl with the South Africans. And for New Zealand, this is their 7th semi-final they are marched into, and they would be hoping that they could get into the finals, and this would be the best opportunity because they're the co-hosts of the tournament, and that would be a proud moment for them. So one has to wait and watch whether New Zealand can do it to the South Africans today. And as far as South Africans are concerned, they are absolutely G'd up, no doubt about it. They already made a statement, as you know, De Villiers said they are determined. They have so far shown that, but they have to shake the choker's tag. Will they get into their first final of the World Cup? Now South Africa, Hashim Amla has not been in some great form. He has been he has not been in some great form, so it's very essential that the opening combination clicks for South Africa, especially Hashim Amla and Quinton de Kock. Quinton de Kock has just come into some good form, which is good, but Hashim Amla is the one who has to take it on and show his classic batting there with his fluent stroke play, and they have to really put a big score on the board to lay the foundation so that the other batsmen to follow, like Du Plessis and A.B. de Villiers, the magician, is there to do the damage to the New Zealand bowlers. Really, Rusu is a wonderful stroke maker. We have seen he's a beautiful talent to have. He has some very good strokes in his repertoire. David Miller is another one who can taunt the ball, but let me tell you, he's a much more mature batsman than before. He likes to take his time at the crease, and once he gets going, he would be seeing the ball like a football, and that would not be good news for New Zealand, as he would be banging the ball in onto all corners of the field. J.P. Duminy, well, his confidence would have been done a world of good as far as his bowling is concerned, as he became the first player in this ICC World Cup 2015 to take a stand, also the first South African to do so in World Cup. So he would be hoping that not only with the ball, but also he could do some talking with the bat, because bat is something which is very essential for South Africa, that Duminy does something with the bat, which is very, very important, and one hopes that J.P. Duminy gets into some form today. And the bowling combination, we all know what Dale Steyn, Morne Morkel are capable of, and they could rip up the New Zealand batting, and it would be a beautiful, what an interesting tussle it would be when Dale Steyn would be running in to bowl to the marauding Brendan McCullum. That would be a great sight to watch, waiting to watch that. And then we have Vernon Philander, who is also a very good bowler. Morne Morkel with his pace and bounce could be a pretty dicey customer, and then Imran Tahir, who has already shown what an important bowler he has been in this ICC Cricket World Cup 2015. Well, whether he could turn it on, because New Zealand generally are a bit suspecting in spin, and I would be prompted to think that Imran Tahir would be another key factor for South Africa today going into the semi-finals. But as I said, whichever team wins, that particular team would be marching into the finals for the first time in World Cup history. May the best team win, and good luck to both the teams. And this is your host Ram, winding up the cricket show for today. Thanks for your company and watching Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram will be seeing you tomorrow with a full match report on this first semi-final of the ICC Cricket World Cup 2015. Until then, it's goodbye from host Ram Studios. Thank you.